Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm CCSOC Gamer, Cameron Carver, bringing you another video. And for today, I want to talk to you guys about some crazy updates that have been showing up all over with movie news. And also game news. So, first off, I want to talk to you guys about the Borderlands trailer that got released a couple days ago. Now, for those of you who love playing on the PlayStation, you would know about this game, Borderlands, and would probably know these characters. Me, I have played a little bit of the second game, but didn't really find it all that interesting, but I do know that I have a small action figure of Claptrap in my room right now, so it does make me happy that they're making this movie from a video game that people love to play, and even the cast, man. Kate Blanchett, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, thank goodness he's playing Claptrap, Ariana Greenblatt, and Jamie Lee Curtis, all amazing actors, and being part of this fiery trash dump of a movie, which is exactly what the planet is like in this movie. And each character themselves, it's like staying true with the actor being themselves and showing a lot of humor too. Claptrap, of course, I do love that Jack Black is doing the voice for him and kind of bringing that same humor that he has with all of his films into this. So it just makes me very happy that he got the role as Claptrap. And Ariana Greenblatt, the one who's playing Tiny Tina, I say that she is the perfect role for Tiny Tina. And even in the trailer itself, she's like, "Time to make it rain with your body parts." And it just makes me fall in love with Tiny Tina at this point, if Ariana Greenblatt's being her. And for those of you who don't really know who Ariana Greenblatt is, she is a young actor, but she did have some success with the Barbie movie recently, so that is getting her a lot of attention right now. And she was also known to have a role in the movie Love and Monsters, starring with Dylan O'Brien. So she was part of movies in the past, but it seems like up to this point, people are starting to know who Ariana is thanks to Barbie. So recently, Universal and DreamWorks released a small trailer for Kung Fu Panda 4, which is coming out next week, and I cannot wait. Especially after watching this latest trailer, because for one, it shows more of Po being voiced by the awesome Jack Black, with this funny line, "just the right amount of spice." But not only that, but it actually confirms that all past 3 villains from the past 3 Kung Fu Panda movies are going to be in this. So in the trailer, when we see Po fighting the chameleon, we see her turn into Shen, Kai, and Tai Long. And even in the first trailer, we did see her turn into Po. So, a great mirror match. And even the actor who's playing as the chameleon, Viola Davis, she is killing it at this whole being a villain thing. And definitely has a good voice for a villain too. Because I'm sure if you watch like Suicide Squad, you could probably see that similarity. But yeah, Jack Black, Viola Davis, perfect match for a fight. And also, I am curious to see if we're actually going to see the real Shen and Kai in this, because we all know in the first trailer they did show that the real Tai Lung and how the chameleon took his form. So I'm wondering if the movie would somehow lead to maybe Po and Tai Lung partnering up and Tai Lung actually seeing the good part of using Kung Fu and not using it for evil. And if they do show like the real Shen and Kai in this movie, maybe it could take that same route with Po, because we all know that Shen destroyed his village and took his mother away from him, so probably be a bit hard to trust him, but I'm sure with the common enemy, it could lead to an alliance. And I know that Kai and Po didn't really get off on the right foot in the third movie, especially since he is the one who like trapped him in the spirit realm again, but I'm sure they could put their differences aside and work together to fight the chameleon. I don't know, I'm like spitballing here ideas on what I think the movie could lead to, but my prediction is I hope that if Po ends up fighting the chameleon, he should at least require the help from the villains that he's fought, because the chameleon turns into them and they know their own fighting styles. This was also revealed a couple days ago, but if you guys are familiar with Wii games, you would probably know about this game, Epic Mickey. Epic Mickey is a Wii game with Mickey Mouse, who creates this giant purple monster made of purple goo called the Blot, and it transforms the land that Yin Sid made for forgotten characters into this big wasteland. And it seems like now Disney wants to bring the classics back and do a remastered version for Epic Mickey. And after seeing the opening cinematic for Epic Mickey in this remastered version, I'm liking the way how they're designing Mickey and the others now in this. Because you look back at the original, it seemed like just a regular cartoon show. But it seems like now it's like actually making it look more like an animated movie, which sounds very cool to me. And I'm sure if you guys have seen my channel, you would know that I am getting lots of views on the second Epic Mickey movie, The Power of Two. And if you're wondering if I would get this game, I may get the game, but I need to see the price for it first. And with them just saying coming in 2024, that does give me a bit hype that it's coming this year, but I don't know how long it's going to take for them to release it. So I'm sure as more news comes along about the game itself, I may get it, but I don't know that for sure. Now, I also want to talk to you guys about the Suicide Squad game, because I do know most people are starting to hate it a little bit more now, especially since it's been out around the beginning of this month. So, if you guys have all seen my videos, you would know the story. Brainiac shows up to invade Metropolis. Amanda Waller recruits 4 criminals to fight this threat and discover that Brainiac has brainwashed all the members of the Justice League. And to stop them, you have to kill them. Now, I think one of the most reasons people are not liking this game right now is because of the way they're using Batman in this, because I think for one, at the end of Arkham Knight, we thought that that was the end of the Batman with Kevin Conroy. But when they revealed that he was returning to voice Batman again in the Suicide Squad, it did make us happy, but when we see Batman ending up being killed, sure, that makes sense that it would be the end for Kevin Conroy's Batman in the Arkhamverse. But NetherRealm fooled us into thinking that Arkham Knight was where Kevin Conroy was going to be done being Batman, because it seemed like at the end of Arkham Knight, that seemed like the ending that showed that it was all done. But also, a reason why people are not liking the game is because of the ways that you're killing the Justice League. They're not really impressed with how they're making the game. Because for Flash, all you use is this Speed Force gadget that causes to push the Speed Force onto the Flash to give you a chance of hitting him. But that doesn't cause him to lose speed or trap him in some bubble. So I think that's what people would probably prefer for the Flash. And with Superman, I mean, sure, gold kryptonite, that does make sense, because if you recall from Injustice 2, we did see Batman use a gold kryptonite knife and cut Superman in the chest where his symbol is, and even showed us how that dampens his powers. But I don't know, it just doesn't seem all that great, because it feels like if they wanted to kill Superman, they would just use kryptonite, but they made it so the game is if you use green kryptonite, it doesn't kill him. It can weaken him a little bit, but it doesn't kill him, which I find very weird. But the Batman boss fight, with him being a giant demon bat, definitely a good boss fight, and definitely staying to what the Arkhamverse Batman took off for Arkham Knight, because the epilogue for Arkham Knight showed Batman taking the new form of the Demon Bat. So I'm glad that they stuck with him being the Demon Bat, but also letting him still be Batman in most parts. But also the fact they killed Robin in the game, I don't know if people liked that as much, because it seems like Robin didn't really have that much of a role in the Arkhamverse, and they just end up killing him in Suicide Squad. That sounds a bit weird to me. But Green Lantern, on the other hand, they actually gave us a good weapon to use against Green Lantern, and that was Yellow Lantern battery from the Sinestro Corps. Because we all know that the Yellow Lanterns are fear and the opposite of willpower. So, and the Sinestro Corps is Green Lantern's arch enemies, even Sinestro. So, using a Yellow Lantern battery on Green Lantern, that makes it the best boss fight that they could do for the Justice League, because they're giving them a weapon that is a weakness for Lantern, and it's also something related to what Green Lantern hates. And I don't know about the design for Brainiac. I mean, this is the Rocksteady Brainiac, not the NetherRealm Studio version of Brainiac, so I get why they wanted to design him like that, and kind of making him look a bit like he is in like the NetherRealm Studio version, but I would definitely prefer the NetherRealm version rather than the Rocksteady, because I like the armor designs a little bit more than just the big tubes that are like going around his body. So yeah, that definitely makes me like the NetherRealm version a bit more. And also, I want to end off with some news about game updates. So today, if you guys have Street Fighter 6, you will see a new character is coming up today. His name is Ed, and he is a member who is loyal to M. Bison and kind of has those same powers as Bison. And even his finisher move, or critical art, that's what it's called. His critical art is like super cool, and even the ending shot of a super strong uppercut, it just looks so sick. But this next one, I'm sure people are very excited about. So if you guys have Mortal Kombat 1, our next DLC fighter is coming out tomorrow, and it's John Cena's Peacemaker. Now, if you were to ask me if I know who Peacemaker is, I do know who he is. I've seen the Suicide Squad movie with Peacemaker in it. I do know that they did make a show for Peacemaker as well. I haven't really seen the show, but I have seen clips of the show, so I can understand like fatalities that they could do for Peacemaker in this game, like the sonic boom with the helmet. That is the fatality that they showed in the trailer itself. And having John Cena himself doing the voice for Peacemaker in the game itself is also very cool, and showing that goofiness that he has as Peacemaker. It's just so satisfying. And not only are they bringing in Peacemaker, but I believe sometime in March they're gonna bring in our next cameo fighter, which is Janet Cage. Now, for those of you who don't really remember who Janet Cage is, she's the female version of Johnny Cage that we saw at the last chapter of the story itself. And we do see her like having an action scene with Johnny Cage and Ninja Mime during the final chapter of the game. So if you guys need help remembering who Janet Cage is, definitely check out the last chapter and see where Janet Cage is. And be on the lookout for tomorrow. I will be making some videos for Peacemaker, and even trying to see what his second fatality is, because the sonic boom is definitely cool, and I can't wait to see what the second one is like. But all in all, that's all I have for you guys here today. Comment down below what you thought of all of this, and and also, if you guys love watching YouTube videos, me and my dad have this other channel, What's This versus What If, and if you check out our latest videos, we stated that once we hit 100 subscribers, we're gonna give away a full basic set of the Spider-Man 60-year cards. So I will leave the subscription tab at the end screen, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to that channel so we can do that giveaway for one of you lucky folks out there. And I will see you guys next time. See ya.